Max Verstappen. The name alone evokes, well, precisely nothing. Not the faintest ripple of cultural significance, not a trace of the gravitas one might expect from a supposed global figure. And yet, against all odds and reason, here he stands, a towering non-entity whose fame seems to be the result of some algorithmic misfire in the collective human psyche. One imagines aliens landing on Earth, scanning our cultural artifacts and asking with genuine confusion, who is Max Verstappen and why does anyone care? And yet let us not be entirely unkind. Verstappen is a symptom, not the disease. His career, his success, his absurdly undeserved podium celebrations, all of it is the inevitable byproduct of a sport so steeped in artifice that it could only be popular in a world where packaging is mistaken for content. For while Verstappen raises his champagne-drenched trophies and basks in the adulation of an audience apparently immune to boredom, the real genius, the true architect of his success, stands silently in the shadows. That man is Adrian Newey. Newey, for the uninitiated, is the technical mastermind behind the engineering juggernaut that is Red Bull Racing. He is the Michelangelo of aerodynamics, the Einstein of downforce, the Da Vinci of whatever it is that makes these ludicrous machines so preposterously fast. It is Newey's vision, his precision, his almost pathological attention to detail, that has turned Verstappen's car into a rocket ship on wheels. And yet, where is Newey during the victory parades? Where are his accolades? Why is the man whose genius has all but eliminated competition not standing on that podium, shoving Verstappen to the side where frankly he belongs? The answer, of course, lies in the strange cult of personality that surrounds drivers like Verstappen, a cult that insists on treating them as demigods rather than as the glorified passengers they so often are. Yes, I know the counter-arguments. Driving a Formula One car requires extraordinary skill, physical endurance and mental acuity. But let us not pretend that Verstappen is somehow alone in possessing these qualities. Every driver on that grid is extraordinarily talented, and given a car as absurdly dominant as Verstappen's, many of them would have achieved similar results. The fact that Verstappen has won so many races owes less to his supposed brilliance and more to the fact that Adrian Newey has built a car so superior that it might as well be racing on a different plane of existence. And therein lies the central absurdity of Formula One, a sport that demands we celebrate individuals while ignoring the collective genius that makes their achievements possible. Verstappen may be the one crossing the finish line, but he is not the one who designed the suspension geometry, calculated the perfect fuel flow, or ensured that the car could corner at speeds that defy belief. That was Newey and his team of engineers whose contributions are dismissed with a perfunctory nod while Verstappen bathes in the glory of their labor. Imagine if the Oscars worked this way. Imagine if, upon winning Best Picture, only the lead actor was allowed on stage, while the director, screenwriter and cinematographer were left to clap politely from the audience. We would rightly call this a travesty. And yet this is precisely what Formula One does, week after week, season after season. It elevates drivers like Verstappen to godlike status while relegating the likes of Adrian Newey to a footnote in the annals of history. So here is my modest proposal. Let us put an end to this charade. Let us drag Adrian Newey out of the shadows and place him where he belongs, on the podium, at the center of the celebration, drenched in champagne, while Verstappen stands awkwardly to the side holding his participation trophy. Let us acknowledge that Formula One is not and has never been a contest of individual skill, but rather a triumph of engineering, a symphony of science and ingenuity conducted by minds far greater than those behind the wheel. And perhaps, just perhaps, in doing so, we might restore a modicum of honesty to this mind-numbing spectacle. Not that it would make Formula One any less boring, nothing could, but at least it would be boring for the right reasons. At least we would no longer be pretending that men like Verstappen are anything more than fortunate beneficiaries of someone else's genius. At least we would know where to direct our applause. And who knows? In celebrating Adrian Newey, we might even stumble upon something resembling genuine awe. 4-0.